Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, Book number 2, Sarga 100, Roman numeral C 100. The meeting. Then Bharat to Shatrughna showed the spot and eager onward strode. First bidding Saint Vashishta bring the widowed consorts of the king. As by fraternal love impelled, his onward course the hero held. Sumantra followed close behind, Shatrughna with an anxious mind. Not Bharat's self more fain could be to look on Rama's face than he. As speeding on the spot he neared, amid the hermits' homes appeared. His brother's cot with leaves o'erspread, and by its side a lowly shed. Before the shed great heaps were left of gathered flowers and billets cleft, and on the trees hung grass and bark, Rama and Lakshman's path to mark. And heaps of fuel to provide, against the coal stood ready dried. The long-armed chief, as on he went, in glory's light preeminent, with joyous words like these addressed the brave Shatrughna and the rest. This is the place, I little doubt, which Bharadvaja pointed out. Not far from where we stand must be the woodland stream Mandakini. Here on the mountain's woody side roam elephants in tusked pride, and ever with a roar and cry each other as they meet defy. And see those smoke wreaths thick and dark, the presence of the flame they mark, which hermits in the forest strive by every art to keep alive. O happy me, my task is done, and I shall look on Raghu's son, like some great saint who loves to treat his elders with all reverence meet. Thus Bharat reached that forest rill, thus roamed on Chitrakuta's hill. Then pity in his breast awoke, and to his friends the hero spoke. Woe, woe upon my life and birth! The Prince of Men, the Lord of Earth, has sought the lonely wood to dwell, sequestered in a hermit's cell. Through me, these sorrows fall on him, the splendid Lord of all. Through me, resigning earthly bliss, he hides him in a home like this. Now will I, by the world abhorred, fall at the dear feet of my Lord, and at fair Sita's too, to win his pardon for my heinous sin. As thus he sadly mourned and sighed, the son of Dasharatha spied a bower of leafy branches made, sacred and lovely in the shade, of fair proportions, large and tall, well roofed with boughs of palm and sole, arranged in order due o'erhead, like grass upon an altar spread. Two glorious bows were gleaming there, like Indra's in the rainy air. Terror of foemen, backed with gold, meet for the mightiest hand to hold. A quivered arrows cast ablaze, bright gleaming like the day god's rays. Thus serpents with their eyes aglow adorn their capital below. Great swords adorn the cottage laid, each in a case of gold brocade. There hung the trusty shields whereon with purest gold the bosses shone. The brace to bind the bowman's arm, the glove to shield his hand from harm. A luster to the cottage lent from many a golden ornament. Safe was the cot from fear of man, as from wild beasts the lion's den. The fire upon the altar burned, that to the north and east was turned. Bharat his eager glances bent, and gazed within the cot intent. In deerskin dress, with matted hair, Rama, his chief, was sitting there. With lion shoulders, broad and strong, with lotus eyes, arms thick and long. The righteous sovereign, who should be Lord paramount from sea to sea, high-minded, born to lofty fate, like Brahma's self, supremely great. With Lakshman by his side and her, fair Sita for his minister, and Bharat gazing, overcome by sorrow, for a while was dumb. Then yielding to his woe, he ran to Rama and with sobs began. He who a royal seat should fill, with subjects round to do his will. My elder brother, see him here, with sylvan creatures waiting near. The high-souled hero wont to wear the costliest robes exceeding fair, now banished in a deerskin dress, here keeps the path of righteousness. How brooks the son of Raghu now the matted locks which load his brow, around whose princely head were twined sweet blossoms of the rarest kind. The prince whose merits grew acquired by rites performed as he desired, would now a store of merit gain, but by his body's toil and pain. Those limbs to which pure sandal lent the freshness of its fragrant scent, exposed to sun and dust and rain, are now defiled with many a stain. And I, the wretch caused by this, falls on the prince whose right is bliss. Ah me, that ever I was born to be the people's hate and scorn. Thus Bharat cried, of anguish sprung. Great drops upon his forehead hung. He fell o'erpowered, his grief was such, ere he his brother's feet could touch. Ere his brother's feet could touch. As on the glorious prince he gazed, in vain his broken voice he raised. Dear Lord, through tears and sobbing came the only words his lips could frame. And brave Shatrughna wept aloud, as low at Rama's feet he bowed. Then Rama, while his tears ran fast, his arms around his brothers cast. Gua, Sumantra came to meet the princess in their wild retreat. Brihaspati and Shukra bright, their greeting thus rejoice to pay to the dear Lord who brings the night, and the great God who rules the day. Then wept the dwellers of the shade, whose eyes the princess meet to ride, on mighty elephants surveyed, and cast all thought of joy aside. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Footnotes. 2091. The rainbow is called the bow of Indra. 2092. Bhagavati, the abode of the Nagas or serpent race. Wow. The rainbow is also considered the bow of Indra. Those descriptions of all those weapons that were outside the cat, the Rama's cat, the Rama's hermit hobbit house, hermitage. All those powerful weapons displayed, made of gold and valuable jewels, were just so glorious to behold at the entrance of Rama's cottage. And those two powerful bows, one belonging to Rama and the other to Lakshman, both of them look like Indra and like Indra's, and were of rainbow color, golden rainbow. So this is the thing. Rainbow is a special nature phenomena. It is specifically meant to symbolize the greatness of the gods up there. Also used to be, favorite children thing that the children will draw and paint. But nowadays it has been stolen by the global homo Burger King industrial complex. So unfortunately, this beautiful symbol of nature that children like to paint and that represents gods has been misappropriated by the global homo Burger King meat grinder industrial complex. This chapter is so beautiful. Finally, Bharat meets Rama, and it was just overwhelming experience for Shatrughna too, and they all bow down when they enter the Rama's cot. They all bow down. Everybody came on foot through a little pathway. All the queens, the mothers of Dasharatha, all the queens of Dasharatha came. The great sage Vashishta came. Shatrughna, Bharat. Beautiful description of Rama. Like, this is the king, you know. When God appears on this planet Earth, he doesn't look like some a ragged, person, beggar, he preaching to plebs. No, God is a king. He comes as royalty. He comes, his form, his bodily form is so beautiful to look on, to gaze on, that there is nothing more beautiful than look straight at God's form. And this was Rama. Rama had beautiful turquoise, beautiful emerald color. His whole body looked like a jewel. And green color with a hue of blue. He had dreadlocks when he was in exile. Powerful shoulders, long arms, strong arms, powerful forearms. He could bend the bow like a twig. And those bows, imagine 10,000 compact bows glued together. Those kind of bows we are talking about, not those skinny, tiny, long bows that you need to shoot in the air, so the arrow goes up, and then it falls down on the enemy. No, not those kind of flimsy bows. When God comes, he carries a bow that is made of big mammoth ivory, four tusk, like those kind of diameter bow and long bow that God was able to stretch, and it looks so beautiful, powerful. Like, just by stretching that bow, the whole sky was cleaving in half. This is how much that bow was resonating or reverberating just by being stretched. Okay? This is the beauty that God exhibits when he comes to this earth, this kind of pastimes. Arms thick and long, righteous sovereign, from sea to sea. That kind of beautiful, transcendental, eternal Netflix pastimes we need to watch. The whole humanity needs to watch. Otherwise, we are watching absolute garbage of humanity. The Hollywood stars who all eat cows, all are politically inclined to talk some nonsense ideologies. Absolute garbage of humanity, and now we are forced to look at those faces who constantly speak lies, deceive, cheat, stolen millions of dollars by making stupid movies full of violence and all kinds of perversions, all kinds of war and gun glorifications, all kinds of karma. So by remembering Ramayana, we can fully dovetail our tendency to look at the powerful things and martial arts and beautiful form of God and his beautiful, eternal, better half, Sita Hare. As much as we are allowed to look, that that is gonna purify our existence, not some cow munching, Hollywood so-called stars. So let's keep remembering Ramayana. Jai Shri Ram, Roma Victa, Victory to Ram, Eternal Ram, Eternal Rome. Jai Shri Ram. Ciao.